Stayed up for 2.5 consecutive nights. Wrapped up a Star Wars game. Become the supreme imperial head of the game. Look who's unhappy. A huge wave of hands is the instantaneous mobilization of thousands of starships. A civilization can be annihilated at will, but the final exam is approaching. In order not to let myself hang up the section, I uninstalled this game. Start reviewing lessons. And before uninstalling Jupiter 1013, I left a word. My people, the second and third empires are on the right track. From today, I am officially retired. When the second and third empires encounter a major crisis, you can go to the blue star in the galaxy to find me. And then I opened it up. High number of questions never seen in 3 years. However, just when I was eating in the dorm and poking around, but the roommate suddenly shouted, "Watch the news! I'm going to have an alien warship descend on Blue Planet." So I quickly turned on the news. At this time, the homepage of each major platform shows it's all the same. Alien battleship descends to Blue Planet. Intent unknown. What struck me the most was, below these headings, with an identical picture, on a blurry photo, a massive Starfleet fleet docks near the moon. After, I was shocked. I look at this picture of what the fleet looks like, but it always feels a little familiar. At this time, outside the dormitory window, suddenly a dark red lightning flashed in the sky. People started coming and going on campus, making a mess. Someone shouted in excitement, "It seems like we can't wait for this day to come." Feel like you're witnessing history. Others panic. Thinking aliens will destroy the world is thinking about running for his life. And the external society at this time, it was completely chaotic. Almost everyone flocked to the supermarket, rapidly snapping up supplies. Even some SUVs hit the supermarket directly. Start zero yuan purchase. At this time, the sky that was originally clear was lightning and thunder. The whole city has gone dark. Just over a dozen minutes, the whole blue star is in an unprecedented panic. But just as I was thinking, where did you see these ships? A flower screen suddenly appeared on my mobile phone. Then a line of Chinese text appears on the screen. Is the 2340 there? At the same time, screens for all electronics in the world. All of these sentences appeared. Global shock again. This technology is definitely not something that humans can do. Must have been sent by that alien battleship. What level of technology is this? What exactly is their purpose? When you see this sentence, there was a blast in my head. Unstoppable tremors in his hands holding his phone. 2, 3. This name is exactly my ID in Star Wars. And my honorary title in the game is the Forer. That's when I realized, this is such an immediate feat. Isn't it in the game you played before? The next second I rushed to turn on the computer. Want to find this game? But nothing. That's when I remembered. This game is clean and has been uninstalled by me. I started online, search everywhere for this game's installer, but I can't find it anymore. Any information about this game? At this point, the leaders of the countries have met urgently, jointly set up a command center to discuss how to deal with those alien battleships. At present, the most powerful means on the blue planet is still a weapon of peace. However, in the face of huge extraterrestrial buildings, and we don't know if we can be a threat to them. Extremely likely. In their eyes, mushroom bombs are the sound of cannon fights. Witnessed a means for aliens to invade electronics around the globe. No one dares to make a move. The command center uses cutting-edge technology. Alien battleship. Send a message to say hello to peace. But the aliens ignored it. This is the attitude of ignoring, to give countries an ominous premonition. If this alien fleet is hostile to Blue Star simply can't resist. So under the arrangement of the command center, a great power with aerospace capabilities, one astronaut delegate each, go near the moon, try face-to-face communication with Starfleet, express Blue Star's peaceful attitude to aliens. However, seeing this news, I shook my head. There is no peace in this game. If the level of science and technology between the two sides is an astronomical difference, the weak party must be invaded. Even a low-grade civilization like the Blue Star, not even qualified to talk to Starfleet. Once the fleet has collected the Blue Star data, is when the Blue Star is destroyed. I note this as the Führer of the Arshisan Reich. Because of the 23 Empire's aggressive working style, is what I cultivated with my own hands. Screens all over the world at this time are broadcasted live. Image of a human launching a rocket to the moon. Right now I can only pray. As the human spaceship approaches the fleet, it won't bother them. Because even a small frigate in the fleet, destroying the Blue Star is easy. As the human spaceship gets closer to the alien fleet, human astronauts, I finally got a closer look at those alien warships. An astronaut suddenly freaked out. You see, there's also a character stamped on the battleship. Isn't this in Chinese? After finding this string of text, the astronauts immediately reported to the command center. Immediately, there was speculation in the command center. Isn't this fleet from another planet? It's from the Blue Star. At a time when everyone in the command center was puzzled, suddenly the big screen flashes. Then came the alien Chinese Blue Star creature. Get away from us now. Otherwise your planet will be wiped out. This is a clear warning to the Blue Star. So Blue Star Joint Department Command Center hurriedly issued evacuation orders to the astronauts. When everyone is overwhelmed, an academician of the Lunghua Academy of Sciences who participated in the Joint Command speak out of the blue. Now that they've invaded Blue Planet, all electronic devices and networks, then we should be able to retrieve any valid information in the network. So can we try direct contact with Starfleet? So the academician of the command center quickly put on the headset, trying to say something to the screen. Hello unknown extraterrestrial visitors. What is the purpose of your arrival? If you need any help from Blue Star, please let me know. We at Blue Star are willing to cooperate. 10 seconds after he said that, a dazzling light suddenly appeared over the globe. The moment constitutes a huge holographic projection. In the projection is a completely transparent humanoid figure. But the water flows like a liquid. Northern Man opened his mouth, uttered the first sentence. I come from the great 23 empires of the universe. Gerda's homie Chaos Fleet, artificial intelligence of the Long-Siphon Fleet. To finally establish communication with Starfleet, the academician continued to ask questions. Why do you come to Blue Star? What is your purpose? We need to find the great head of the empire. The Führer is the supreme being of our 23 empires. We cross galaxies, traveling through time and space. After countless stars, finally found what the Führer calls a Blue Star. Because he's on your planet? Hearing this, the crowd was shocked. Across the galaxy, traveling through time, what level of civilization does this have to be in order to achieve this level, such an existence? If you deal with the Blue Star had no power to resist at all. Then the academician continued to ask it, if your Führer is in the Blue Star, why hasn't he shown up yet? The Führer's idea no life could have guessed. 23. Why our empire keeps searching for the Führer is to get the Führer back. Lead our 23 empires out of crisis. Please give us some time. We will use the power of the All Blue Star to help you find the Führer. Could you show us an image of the fur? Convenient for us to find is, after that, everyone stared nervously at the screen, looking forward to hearing from the alien. In a minute, the waterman simply replied indifferently with two simple words. Yes, at this time, the heart of the command center owner is slightly lowered. This represents humans and extraterrestrials enter a state of cooperation. The alien's gesture also explained they didn't carry any malice. Now we have photos of 2 or 3 heads of state. Then it's all going to be easy. You don't even have to wait until tomorrow. This person will be found today, delivered to alien fleet. The Blue Star crisis will be solved. There's even a good chance you'll get thanks from aliens. They give random gifts. We'll make a huge leap forward in human civilization. Thinking of this, billions of people across Blue Star are looking forward to it right now, waiting for the aliens to show the photo of the forer. But right now I'm watching the live broadcast. But the heart hangs tightly. There is a problem with the waterman, and he's got a pretty big problem. Various measures and actions from the beginning, anomaly has already been displayed. Blue Star is such a low-level human civilization. Following the tradition of the fleet, it should first be directly suppressed by force, and then get there. But they chose to communicate peacefully, and fleet scans of the Blue Star's planets unexpectedly lasted for such a long time. It seems that nothing has been found so far. I also asked humans to help find it. None of this is what I used to do when I played the game. The setup of that clean fleet, most importantly, the sailor actually came out to communicate with humans. These moves of his, it's all against the rules I've set. And, just now, the waterman was going to release my photo without authorization. This sank my heart completely. The whole world is in an unprecedented panic. I don't know. The alien life that is made up of water, do you have a photo of yourself? And what matters is what their intentions are. If they are malicious, then I have almost no ability to resist. For self-protection, humans will surely find me all over the world, and I can't figure it out. Appeared in Blue Star's Dragon Fleet. Why did you violate me when I left the game? Set a set of rules. Unauthorized actions. Is it for the highest authority I have? Suddenly, the waterman in the sky began to move. Only his 2 hands were outstretched. A hologram slowly appears in your hand. This raises the hearts of everyone in the world in an instant. The next second, the photo was instantly enlarged 100 times. Of course, when I see the photos clearly, suddenly heaved a sigh of relief. The only thing I see in the photo is a back. I can't see that person's face at all. After seeing this picture, countless people, they were all stunned. After waiting for such a long time, I can't even see a face. Our distinguished furrer is mysterious. This photo was sent by the furrer himself. Only one. Here. I couldn't help but laugh, because this photo was something I didn't have time to do before. Shot by Brother Chun. But the next moment, a question struck me. His complexion immediately became particularly pompous. Now, I am 100% sure that the waterman is a mutiny. He's not that guy anymore. Subject only to your own rules and directives. Intelligent life. And so far, not even one of the Empire's subjects showed up. Previously, when I was building the fleet, the Chaos Fleet is my main fleet. The rules there are the safest and strictest. Later, when we started to create intelligent life, I'm in the game. In total, he personally created 2 intelligent life forms. One is a female, one is Pangu. Then the game system, according to the settings of the female and Pangu, self-derived 5 other intelligent life forms, assigned to manage other squadrons. They are gold, wood, water, fire, earth, perform their respective tasks in the universe. This makes it possible to hang up automatically. The control center of the Dragon Squadron is water. Very likely. Exactly because it's auto-generated. Break free from the rules. And self-consciousness. Things are very bad for me right now. No matter what the sailor wants to do, I must never reveal myself, but it's not the way to drag it out. Wait until the Dragon Fleet has thoroughly scanned the blue planet. I too will have nowhere to hide. To save myself, I have to hurry. See if you have a chance to come back with a helper. If you can come back, must have first contact with Imperial subjects. Because only the subjects of the Empire are absolutely loyal. And let them take me inside the fleet. Enter key, stay on top of your permissions. While the waterman didn't react, formatted directly. Originally, worried about squadron taking too long to hang up. Dysfunctional system. I specifically set up a 2nd level key. Its job is to be able to repair the fleet. If there is a disorder in the fleet can be repaired directly. Can play a reverberating role. But how do you use this key? In the game, there is a window where you can enter the key directly. But now the game is limited to the real world. Where to look? To this place to enter the key. Same time, Sailor communicates with Blue Star humans again, and gave the humans 3 days to find the furrer. Blue Star Joint Command Center. Immediately start making plans to find the furrer, and officially launched in the All Blue Star range. As soon as the plan is made, Blue Star Nations immediately dispatched a variety of agents, technicians. The tech people are involved in this. Less than a day, investigators checked into our school. But Linhai University is the top university in China after all. Senior professor on campus. Elite gatherings like Dr. They're all priority suspects. At this time, dozens of explosion-proof vehicles parked around the school square. A large number of investigators. Everyone has a briefcase in their hands. Interrogating the highest priority professors while recording information. I'm standing outside the cordon. Keep an eye on what's going on inside, in case the students need to be checked behind, so you can be ready whenever. Soon the investigation in the school will be over. They confirmed. There are no investigators to find here. Pack your bags right away. Go straight to the next screening location. Back to dorm. I'm lying on the bed. Begin to reflect on your previous experiences playing the game, because since the game's huge dedication, then the way of cracking is naturally among them. Immediately, a picture of the scene in your mind emerges. When I first entered the game, the choice was a Hawk Falcon class small craft. At that time, killing evil spirits on a very barren planet, or mining, to earn merit and money. Later, when I switched to a better battleship, only after others began to participate in the real battle, until I succeeded in building my own fleet. My cosmic journey has truly begun. At that time, my fleet consisted of just over a dozen large battleships, and dozens of subjects. The first time I fought in a massive interstellar war, where the fleets are intertwined in hundreds and thousands of melee battles. In order to prevent accidental injuries, we also deliberately set some special symbols for the fleet. Significantly reduces accidental injuries. One of the characters, I remember very clearly. Later, the fleet grew. I created the first intelligent life girl, can more accurately distinguish between the enemy and me. And after auto hang up, this character will be erased. The matter? Even later, female and Pangu intelligent life. They didn't know anything about it. Not to mention the 5 elements that were derived later, only in my own fleet at the time. the dozens of senator-level indulgences. Only then did they know about it. Speaking of which, my eyes couldn't help but brighten up. It is now quite certain that the waterman has an abnormality, but the imperial subjects of the Dragon Self Fleet must still be normal. Among them are even the most loyal senators. Maybe you can pass this character now. To get in touch with them, without any hesitation, I just rolled over and got out of bed, ready to find a place to draw symbols outside the dorm. Technological level of the Dragon character fleet led by the waterman. Sooner or later they'll be able to find me. Exposure is only a matter of time. We can't just sit here and die now. Character symbols. And the level 2 chamber of absolute authority is the real key to survival, as long as the characters work. Let Chen Ming find me, then the Chamber of Secrets must have had the opportunity to use. Get your shoes on. I just got up and left the dorm. Fly to the rooftop of the stadium. Same time, in the chamber of the Speaker of the Parliament of Bengal, more than 2 dozen top-ranking officers of Bengal. Incredibly serious city. Speech by one of the men with just words. Text above ship is the ancient text of our Bengal, the one who represents the fleet. It must be our Bengal. Ancestors must not allow other countries to get involved in this. The national transport of Bangladesh is here. Only we have the future of the alien fleet. To become the strongest blue star, voice of one person. Others also stood up and supported. But for more than a dozen minutes, a piece of Basque Country news was posted online. According to our research experts, dragon symbol on alien ships. It was created by the ancestors of our nation. Therefore, it is inferred that, this time, to the extra blue alien fleet, it is the ancestor of the base country. It is strictly forbidden for other countries to do so without the consent of. Feel free to engage with alien fleets. For the betterment of all mankind, we're sending a spaceship, in-depth conversations with the ancestors of outer space. This plan is called the Ancestor Seeker Program. This blockbuster news from the Great Powers, it completely ignited the anger of all Blue Star humans. The indignant denunciation of countless people by Great Powers. The last close encounter was thrilling. Almost pissed off the alien fleet. Now the base country actually wants to go alone. This is too messy. Soon, Blue Star countries, on the outrageous act of publicly boycotting a great power, strongly oppose the ancestral search plan of the base country, completely disregard the safety of all blue planet humans, but under strong resistance from various countries. Baseball is deaf. Half an hour later, inside the Papa State rocket base, without notifying any country, the astronauts of the great powers boarded the ship quickly. The rocket launch took place in secret. After 5 minutes, on the radar of the National Space Centers, a rocket appeared in the atmosphere. Later, Pingo actually started All Blue Star live broadcasting. Show All Blue Star this incredibly daring hoax. Blue Star Thoroughfire. At this time, superpower spaceship in half an hour finally arrived at the predetermined orbit. Spaceship fast approaching, 50 kilometers from the warship, among the battleships. A familiar voice came again. Humans are forbidden to approach. The commander in the ship disregards the safety of all mankind. Beginning order to send a signal to the alien fleet. People all over the world are watching the live broadcast in anger. We, the people of Bengal, are all descendants of the Fura. We are here to acknowledge the return of our ancestors. However, the next second, aboard the otherwise stationary alien ship in space, suddenly a hatch opens. The next moment, a dazzling beam of light shone out, covering the ships of the great powers in an instant. Wait for the beam to dissipate. That area is empty. The live stream has also become a white flower. In the Blue Star Joint Command Center, many angry roars from the top. The great powers are in big trouble this time. Is it possible that because of this fuse, war of invasion breaks out? Nobody knows. On the other side, on the empty rooftop of the school sports center, I have a big box of chalk in my hand. Look at your phone. The sky overhead is dense with clouds. Dark red lightning roar. And then I started on the rooftop. Quickly paint that particular letter of the alphabet. Sleepless nights. I sat up slowly from the bed. After drawing the characters on the rooftop last night, I've been nervously waiting for fleet feedback. But all night long, the fleet didn't make any moves. Looks like there's only one rooftop with characters. Maybe Chen clearly can't observe. So now I want to go online and post it again. This is likely to be seen by the statement. Increase the probability of being contacted. And just as I was getting ready to start the operation, the roommate suddenly said, "This investigation team moves quite quickly. I just finished checking on the teacher yesterday. It's time to check on the students." He said plain and unremarkable. But these words fell like thunder in my ears, tightening the heart. Did I get caught? Published notification early this morning. Everybody in the city needs to do a survey. Men, women, and children of all ages. He also said that the Führer must be found within 3 days. I listened to what he said. My brows are frowning tighter. Suddenly began to survey the population of the city. This is an unusual move. Yesterday, the investigation team is still analyzing and speculating. Narrow your survey. There are so many people in the city, not at all likely to be done in 3 days. What exactly is this for? It makes me think of the characters I drew yesterday. Who has cracked the meaning of it? I found myself so quickly, but this time, everyone needs to be checked. Avoiding yourself instead of being suspicious. So I had to choose to take this survey. Let's go, bros. We gotta get down there and assemble. The counselor has been in the group for half a day. Soon everyone was already in the playground. A military vehicle is parked around the playground. There were significantly more vehicles coming this time than yesterday. These investigators look at the list in their hands, looking at the students next to you. And while I was privately looking at it, one of the investigators is approaching me. After he took a closer look at my face, the pace under your feet is speeding up. Come fast towards me.